Caballeros, ustedes recibieron sus instrucciones. Aquí está bien, aquí está bien. De la cintura para arriba. Y quieren una pelea limpia. Escúchame, cuídate. ¿Listos? Vámonos.
Ray Beltran made national news headlines within the past year of his story to fight for his stay in the United States. He has long said Mexico is my motherland, but the USA is my best friend. And boy, oh boy, does he have a lot of friends here in Glendale, Arizona for his homecoming as a world champion. Here we go, underway, round number 1, Beltran-Pedraza.
Both guys right now trying to gather range and distance, timing. There's a lot of things that go on in these last few seconds. You understand, you know, how quick your opponent is as you guys are picking and probing with the jab and trying to land punches.
Big thing to watch for, as Ray said before in the feature, his left hand. That's his money punch. It was hurt. It's been hurt for the last 2 fights. He fought really without it in his title shot against Paulus Moses. Let's see what he has with that left hand tonight. He says it's fine. Let's see.
Speaking of the hands of Ray Beltran, there was a bit of controversy before this world title fight. Bernardo, what can you tell us?
Luis Espada, who trains and is the stepfather of Pedraza, complained that Ernie Zavala was stacking the hand wraps, putting gauze, and tape. Now, the Arizona Boxing and MMA Commission allowed it, so then Pedraza himself told me, hey, I'm not worried, it's not going to affect me.
Timothy Bradley, you've been in these spots before. What do you make of hearing of that?
The
stacking the wraps.
That's illegal. It's illegal in boxing. You can't be stacking. That gives your guy an advantage. It allows him to be able to punch harder.
Once again, the commission here in Arizona was fine. They oversaw the wraps on Beltran, and they signed off on it. But that is what happened prior to this world title fight.
Right now, Pedraza is having his way right now with Ray. Using the jab, he's actually chosen to stand his ground and use his jab at distance, because Ray don't really use a jab when he comes in. Ray likes to stand in that mid-distance range and try to land a left hook or go down to the body and try to counterpunch you. But Pedraza doing a good job in using his extension with his jab at range at times, down to the body and to the head.
We've talked how evenly matched these guys are. Boxer, puncher, Puerto Rican, Mexican, skill, will. There's one place where the Pedraza camp thinks they're at a disadvantage, and that could be with the judges. This is going to be a heavily partisan crowd for Ray Beltran. Luis Espada, Pedraza's trainer and stepfather, says we cannot leave any rounds. We have to win emphatically if we're not going to knock him out.
This crowd will react to any little thing Beltran does. They are thrilled to have him back, and especially as a titleist. End of 1. All right, Tim Bradley, size them up for us, the good and the bad.
All right, Ray, let's go with Ray. Let's go relentless. Ray comes forward, as you saw in that last round there. Inching forward, trying to get close. It's the opening round. Just wait till Pedraza wears down. You'll see Ray do more work. Now the bad has problems with movers. Pedraza didn't move that much. He stood his ground that round, using a good stiff jab to the head and body. But Ray has problems with guys that like to move and give angles. Now let's go to Pedraza. Pedraza, switch hitter. I think Pedraza is going to eventually switch southpaw because he wants Ray to throw right hands, not throw left hooks. So that'll benefit him in this fight. But the only thing that I see wrong here tonight for Pedraza is he's prideful. Sometimes he can be dragged into a dogfight. You know, he doesn't stick to the game plan all the time. You saw that in the Gervonta Davis fight, and you could see it here tonight.
And that would play right into Ray's hand.
Yes. Here's Ray putting that pressure. He's inching closer. Closer and closer to Pedraza already. Pedraza's not really using his legs now. Now you see Pedraza already go ahead and switch southpaw. Trying to fight off the ropes.
There was a right hand from Pedraza.
I think it's a good move for Pedraza to switch southpaw. Catch Ray with the left hand. Get him reaching with the right. So he can't land that money punch to Sugar Ray. Right hand, left hook, excuse me.
Oh, uppercut comes in from the sniper. Pedraza scored well with that left hand. Ray tried to dig in with the left of the body himself.
You mentioned the Gervonta Davis fight before, Tim. Pedraza wasn't supposed to be back here at a championship level this fast. He signed with a new promoter, and it's only because Beltran's opponent fell out that he got this shot, and stylistically it suits him very, very well. He called it a real blessing.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, sometimes boxing you need a little bit of luck. And luck played in his favor this time, and you know, hopefully he's ready.
There's already redness around the left eye of Beltran.
There's a cut already.
Yep.
And there is a drip of blood now coming down the left side of the face of the titleist Ray Beltran.
And it's from that southpaw jab.
I think there have been some pretty decent moments here from Pedraza in round number 2. Both the left uppercut, the body shot, the head shot that he landed.
I told you he's going to cut.
He's fighting very smart. You did say that, Mark. So Pedraza's fighting very smart. He's picking his spots when to move, playing having good defense, responsibility after he punches, and landing the right punches.
That right hand just landed on that cut.
And there's always a common presumption that the boxer somehow is supposed to run. No, he's boxing. He's standing his ground.
He's standing his ground and he's boxing. He's picking and choosing his spots to land his punches. Like that straight left hand right there. Down to the body with it as well. And his spots, he can't stand still. I would keep that right hand of his up because Ray still has that left hook.
Right hand from Beltran. It's been an entertaining second round. They've picked up the pace. Of course, headlined by the fact that Beltran now has that cut over the left eye. Good action here in this world title fight. Look at the blood coming down the face. 6 of the last 7 fights now Beltran's been cut in.
Find your distance, okay? Let's go.
Dr. Edward Akaway dealing with that cut. This is how the cut opened up, Tim.
Nice sweet right hook from Pedraza, switching it up from the jab, coming around the guard of Ray with a nice, beautiful, perfectly placed right hook.
Pedraza, the challenger, outlanded the champ 24-13 in that last round.
It's interesting because it was a lead right hook.
Yes.
Off his southpaw stance.
Well, Ray likes to hang out in that mid-distance range, so you know you can do things like that. And Ray don't always suddenly use his jab.
You got to really be ambidextrous to throw it like that.
Yeah.
Let's listen in to what was said in Beltran's corner. Bernardo, what can you tell us?
Former Olympian Pepe Riley told me, you know, Ray hasn't found his range yet, and it's going to take him a couple of rounds to figure out this southpaw style.
He's inside now, squared up as he digs to the body.
See, that's where Ray wants to be. He needs to be in the inside, attacking that body, slowing down the legs of Pedraza.
Boy, that southpaw jab is having success, isn't it?
When Ray comes in, the sniper snipes.
That's right.
It's easy. He comes straight to the front door.
There it is again, Mark. And again.
No knock at the door.
Well, you know, we always talk about cutting off the ring. Obviously, Beltran is the pursuer here. In real terms, Tim, explain, what does that mean? What does he have to do? How does he cut off? How does he pursue without just getting
You got to be a step
sniped
ahead of him. That's exactly what he's doing right now. He's cutting off the ring well, but once he gets to the front door, he doesn't do any work. Pedraza being a longer guy, having a longer reach, being a taller guy, sniping him before he gets to that mid-distance range. Right as he gets in that mid-distance range, he's getting sniped.
4-inch reach advantage for Pedraza, and it is showing up with that southpaw jab.
But you see how he's standing in, he's moving in in front of him. He's a step ahead of Pedraza. He landed that left hook right there to the body because he was cutting off that ring.
He's a step ahead, but he's coming in straight.
It's a moment of success from Ray, and then right back to range and work for Pedraza.
I love how Pedraza's so poised. You know, not exerting a lot of energy, not running around the ring. He's standing his ground. He's sniping Ray as he gets in that mid-distance range. Sometimes before he gets there, and sometimes after.
Here's what I haven't seen, and this is what I was looking for. The left hook. Now, I understand that he's fighting southpaw now, but even when he gets inside,
off balance that time.
It's the southpaw.
They were mixed up on the inside, and he was off balance when that left hand landed. Right to the bell, good action. Good stuff here. Joe, Tim, Mark, and Bernardo ringside with you. World title fight, Ray Beltran. His first title defense. And this is what happens against Pedraza when you're up against southpaw. Watch the feet.
They get tangled up. That happens. The lead feet are on the same side. You know, Ray's front foot is lined up with Pedraza, which he uses in the southpaw position. That happens all the time. But good recovery from Ray.
Round number 4, WBO Lightweight World Championship. And not just this belt, but the chance to have a 7-figure payday this December against the pound-for-pound great Vasily Lomachenko in what would be a title unification fight on ESPN.
Pedraza was hit with the left hook to the body. He didn't like it. You saw him switch back southpaw real quick. But he doesn't want to be here on the ropes taking shots like that from Ray.
That's the punch to look for with Beltran. You know he's right if he's scoring with his left.
Trying to corral Pedraza. Pedraza utilizing the jab, and then Ray closing the gap for a moment. Still dealing with that cut around the left eye is Beltran.
Ray's the classic fighter, the guy willing to take 2 or 3 to get 1.
Yes. You can't get a little bit happy in there and get overconfident.
He walked right through that right hook with no issue at all. See if he can do work on the inside, as Tony Weeks is going to encourage them to work out of it, if not break. Weeks, of course, a veteran referee of so many championship bouts.
Pedraza right now is fighting a very smart fight right now. Not exerting too much energy. Not allow Ray to too much bully him.
I think this is Beltran's best round.
Right hand from Beltran. Closing distance. Some work on the inside from Pedraza. Has to be willing to do that at times just to keep things honest. But that southpaw jab is his walking stick of need.
He's finally figuring out the distance at least a little bit. We're coming up on what should be one of the real tests of the fight. Pepe Riley, Beltran's trainer, said that Pedraza has a tendency to tire and fatigue in the middle rounds. He's not as sturdy or as durable as he should be. Ray has a tendency to get stronger.
Yeah, Ray gets comfortable with blood and guts.
Stop.
And that's why Ray's having success right now, because Pedraza is starting to fatigue a little bit already. And that pressure's getting to him. Now Pedraza's moving forward, trying to switch things up on Ray.
Interesting, isn't it? Ray comes forward with a combination of his own. But a little bit of a role reversal towards the end of round number 4 here.
He's not worried about the first 6 rounds. He's worried about the back half of the 12 rounds. He's putting money in the bank with pressure and body shots, hoping that it pays dividends down the stretch.
We'll see how it fares, how he fares, certainly. Joe, back to you.
Thank you, George and Andre. Great to have Andre Ward, former #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, as part of our broadcast team from this point forward. Joe Tessitore, Timothy Bradley, Mark Kriegel with you ringside. Round number 5 of our title fight.
body movement by Pedraza. I'm not sure what he's trying to set up right now, but he's exerting a lot of energy moving, bouncing up and down like that in front of Ray. Pedraza coming forward, trying to dictate the pace.
Oh, I think Ray's trying to lure him in.
With the left hook. For that left hook, just about a second to go.
And when Ray unloads with that left hook, it is something to see. We have seen spectacular highlights through the years with it.
If Ray's planning on this going a long way, taking him into deep water, he's really got to invest more in the body now.
Yes. He's landing some good body shots. Ray's trying to get him to tire. As soon as Pedraza slow down a little bit, you're going to see Ray turn it up. Pedraza not really doing much. He's just doing a lot of movement, not really using that jab like he was using.
This is what exactly what
orthodox now.
said.
We're not seeing the southpaw jab that he had early success with.
Two nice chopping right hands there after the jab from Ray. Beltran by Pedraza.
Remember, Luis Espada, Pedraza's stepfather and trainer, says, we're not just fighting Ray, but presumably the judges as well. We have to leave a clear impression each round. They can't be ambiguous.
Early on, they weren't. Early on, I would favor Pedraza.
Correct.
I think Pedraza's getting a little happy trying to land the right hand counter over the jab of Ray. I think Ray, what he's going to do next, I think he's going to sweep around with the left hook. Pedraza's going to think it's going to be a jab. He's going to be throwing a right hand, and that left hook's going to sneak in for Beltran.
They have picked up the pace on the clap time and time again. Let's see the effort to the bell here. One in March in New York. He will be at home in Fresno, California. If you like fighters fighting in front of their fans who adore them, then Ramirez in Fresno is for you. And that should be a good action fight with the WBC 140-pound belt on the line. Round 6 here of our lightweight title fight, Beltran and Pedraza.
To me, Beltran is hunting now.
Yes. It's the turning point right here. This is round 6. This is when your soul gets tested. Fatigue starts setting in after 6. Try to look for your second win.
No, but that's the beauty of a Beltran fight.
Yes.
You know, I'm not saying he's the greatest fighter in the world, but always you see his soul on display.
Yeah, the pressure.
And that endears him to the fans. It makes it work on television.
What we haven't seen on display is much blood coming from that cut on the left eye. Bernardo, what's going on in the corner of Beltran?
Well, you mentioned it. They're not at all concerned about the cut of Ray Beltran, but Pepe Riley is very concerned about the fact that he feels that Ray Beltran gave that round up in the last minute. He said he started to back up without throwing punches. He needs to get back in there and build up that momentum he had early in that round.
ESPN.com's Dan Rayfield, as a ringside observer, is right now scoring it 3-2 in favor of Jose Pedraza.
Pedraza right now is setting himself to be hit with the uppercut. I don't know if Ray sees it, but look at the head leaning forward for Pedraza, and that's the punch right there.
It's the right uppercut also.
Yes.
And Pedraza right now is fighting Beltran's fight. Come here, fight me here. On the ropes.
Shoulder to shoulder against the ropes. Now some space as they close in again.
Beltran doesn't have to chase if Pedraza's going to do it for him and bring it to the ropes.
That's right. We've seen a little bit of everything from Pedraza. Had the early success boxing from the southpaw stance, utilizing the right jab. We saw him go orthodox, keep a little more distance, and now trying to bully on the inside.
Watch that right uppercut.
It may be there with him leaning forward so obviously.
What I haven't seen is the left hook.
Look at him run in to try to close the gap and get right back.
Because he knows that that's the safest.
No, but we've talked about this with Pedraza again and again and again. He's a great boxer who doesn't always utilize his natural advantage. He's fighting Ray's fight right now. Whether he wins or not, I don't know, but he's fighting Ray's fight.
That can be true, but I also think that what he's trying to do is he's trying to wear down the old legs of Ray by leaning on him, leaning the weight on him, trying to push him back, and then not allow Ray to get the space to land the shots he needs. See all the tying up and stuff? That's roughhousing, man. That takes a lot out of you.
Jose Pedraza's trainer.
And they were the words from the four of us in watching that last round that Pedraza's corner felt that they lost. He got away from what gave him early success, utilizing the jab, utilizing his legs, boxing on the inside, not fighting on Beltran's turn. Meanwhile, you heard Beltran's corner saying, muscle him, get right in there, muscle him. Let's see how the second half of this world title fight plays out. Start of round 7 here.
See the intensity of Ray starting to turn it up. Pedraza's starting to try to get back to his boxing. I think Pedraza took that last round off.
You see the CompuBox stats. Beltran's best round of the fight, a 17-8 connect advantage.
Some of that was made possible because Pedraza brought the fight to him on the rope.
Yes.
Ray didn't have to chase. Now he's back to his southpaw stance. Let's see if he can catch Ray on the way in.
But no southpaw jab to keep him off.
His energy is somehow diminished, which is the fear of his corner and the hope of Beltran's corner.
Well, it's the pressure of Ray that's making Pedraza make these mistakes and stand still in spots and not use his jab like he's doing now in sharpshooting. Pressure lies to you. I have to tell you, people, it does lie to you. You think it's going to be there all night. You got 36 minutes to stay focused. 36 minutes. Round by round.
36 pressure-packed minutes that can define your life. A career that goes forward towards $1 million payday or regret that you have to live with.
One of the places Pedraza's not really putting any work or money in the bag is the body of Ray. You got to slow down that pressure. You can slow down pressure by going down to the body. No one likes to get hit to the kitchen. No one.
And Ray has shown a great talent for eating jabs.
Sure has. Just a little bit of swelling under the left eye of Jose Pedraza.
See, Pedraza will catch him coming in.
Yes.
He'll get him with the jab, but there's not a second punch. Nor is there a left-hand body shot to follow from that jab.
There's that lunging left hook from Beltran. Boy, he'd love to find a home for it.
Don't underestimate his right hand out.
Nope. Good exchange here before they tie it up. Final seconds of round number 7. World title on the line. Chance for Lomachenko. The homecoming for Beltran. Back here in the Phoenix area. A life of opportunity that it took a long time to cash in on. And now at 37 years old, after becoming the oldest boxer to win a lightweight championship belt, a huge chance for something special that could lie ahead. Defend the title here and then get Vasily Lomachenko.
You just saw Beltran connect on the right hand. Remember, he predicted a knockout in 8 or 9, which I thought was somewhat ambitious, but I welcome the
Oh, there's a right hand again. And now he takes those steps forward to try to track his prey.
He's catching Pedraza on the way out. Pedraza tries to get out, moving a little bit too fat. See him step back right there and
Ray right hand
with the straight right hand.
Because he's not as quick moving out. He's just a little bit diminished in terms of energy.
He's diminished, and look at sometimes you spread those feet out a little bit too far. When you spread your feet out, you can't move laterally as quick as you want. You think you can, but you don't.
I'm asking you now, who's roughing up whom on that inside?
Of course, Ray right now is dominating right now in the inside game. Pedraza has deteriorated a little bit. Just landed a beautiful right hook right there.
Right hook came over the top when Ray went with a left to the body.
Ray will trade all night.
Absolutely, he will.
No, I mean,
He'll have it on his terms that way.
He'll eat your best. And you got to hope you can take his.
Had no issue absorbing that left hand and firing back 2 punches.
I think Pedraza got to do a little bit more than just one shot at a time. You got to put those combinations together. I saw him earlier in the round throw some quick combinations, you know, and it looked good when they were scoring blows. You got to continue to do things like that. And then when he gets close, you know, the slow down Ray, you got to tie up the arms. Tying up is part of boxing as well. Tie him up for a few seconds, then release, and then work.
Ray was already almost a decade into his career when Pedraza was an Olympian for Puerto Rico, 2008.
It's been a long and winding road for Ray. A 19-year pro. Turned pro in 1999 when he was just 17 years old.
And he was something of a phenom when he started too.
The pressure, just his presence alone is making Pedraza uncomfortable, and then you're starting to see it show up now that the fight is down the stretch.
Let's go back ringside with Joe Tessitore.
Thanks, George. Andre Ward, former super middleweight and light heavyweight world champion. One of our top rank on ESPN broadcast team. Round number 9 of our WBO lightweight world title.
Joe, I mentioned just before the round that Beltran was something of a phenom when he came out. He trained by the great Emmanuel Stewart. And then he broke his jaw, not once, but twice. Once in a fight and once in training. And it was the first major detour in his career.
You know, there were a lot of detours. I remember you wrote an unbelievable feature article where you said Ray Beltran is the fighter classically schooled in disappointment.
I always say that the ability to remain undiscouraged is a fighter's greatest talent. I mean, this is a guy who grew up hungry, not metaphorically hungry. We like to speak of fighters, but in point of fact, hungry, eating bits of discarded food, produce, cheese, just to fill his belly.
Look at how comfortable he was with Pedraza letting loose and still willing to have him in the position he wants him. You can see the blood splatter on the left face of Beltran. Remember that cut opened up in round number 2. Pedraza trying to give him an angle.
See Pedraza catching his second win right now.
Well, utilizing the jab.
That's where it starts at.
It's where he's had all of his success tonight. Keeping that kind of range and firing off that southpaw jab.
Catching Ray right before you enter that mid-distance range. And that's what he needs to do all night. But he got to stay concentrated all night to be able to do it. But it looks like he caught a second win. Ray right now looks like he's deteriorating a little bit. You can never count Ray out.
You make the point you have to concentrate on utilizing that jab. That discipline takes effort and energy.
Yes.
Pedraza was hunting for an uppercut there.
He's trying to catch Ray coming in because Ray just comes straight to the front door. He don't care.
No, he does not, does he?
Round's not over yet, but this is how you control Ray. With that jab, movement, combinations here and there, tying them up, not allowing him to work.
Total jabs. And remember that Pedraza has to dominate. Early on, he did.
It wasn't just a rebirth of his jab, Joe. I think it was a rebirth for Pedraza in the fight.
And you can see the total jab numbers as he landed 36% of the 139, a 50-17 advantage.
I think this fight is very close.
Agreed.
Very, very close.
It's pretty much the fight we expected, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Ray coming forward, Pedraza trying to find the right times to fight and the right times to box and move. Nice bolo shot right there from Pedraza. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Let's check in with Bernardo.
All right, Joe, what Ray Beltran's corner feared throughout the fight, that last round, that left hand started to flare up and started to bother him. He said, nonetheless, he expects to continue using it.
No, this was a big concern coming in. Now, listen, he won the world title with an issue with the left hand.
He won the title without really use of his best punch, that left hook. We haven't seen it that much tonight. Remember one thing, when it came down to it, he won the championship rounds when he absolutely had to. But again, I haven't seen that same type of old school left hook from Ray that we're used to. And I think one just landed in Pedraza's body.
Ray always land when Pedraza steps straight back, dropping his hands. Ray always find a little seam to land that right hand.
ESPN.com's Dan Rayfield is scoring this 86-85 right now in favor of Beltran.
I'm with Dan.
It's a very close fight.
Razor thing.
But again, as Luis Espada, Pedraza's corner, said, we have to win rounds emphatically. This is Beltran's hometown. This is Beltran's title.
Nothing coming behind that jab, and then Ray coming through the front door.
Not throwing enough jabs this round. He had success the last round by shooting the jab. Seems like he completely abandoned it this round. Didn't work well.
There have been a few rounds like that, champ.
There it is.
And tried to turn over a right hook.
That left hook right there was a check left hook.
Better final minute for Pedraza. Crowd at the Gila River Arena. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, Mark Kriegel, Bernardo Osuna. ESPN.com's Dan Rayfield has us an even fight as we start round number 11. How do you see this, Tim?
I think it's a dead even fight as well. I think these have been some close rounds. Both guys have their moments in each round. I would hate to be a judge.
I got 6 minutes left with $1 million or so and Vasily Lomachenko on the other side.
The way it should be. Pressure. Last 2 rounds. And the 37-year-old retain his title and cash in huge with the next fight. Or will Pedraza claim another belt? The former junior lightweight world champion moved up to 135 pounds. And so appreciative of this opportunity.
Right now, to me, who do you think right now looks like they want it more?
That's what it comes down to in these last 2 rounds.
Yes, it does. Sometimes that's what it boils down to. And that's how you can get the judges on your side. If you look like you want it more, not a whole lot of action going on, they can give you the round.
Well, I think, simply put, who's the aggressor?
Yes.
Stylistically, you know the answer.
Pedraza's doing nothing this round right now. Not even establishing his jab or range. He's comfortable just trying to get away.
That is not how you take a title away from a guy in his hometown.
No, it's not.
That said, Ray's doing a little bit too much grappling and not enough throwing.
Like a moment like that right there where he could be letting his hands go on the inside.
It's almost like he wants a rest too.
Here we go.
There's that up jab from Pedraza. Oh! And he scores the knockdown with an uppercut! The champ goes down! At any moment, it can all change, and it just did for Jose Pedraza. Ray Beltran trying to hang on and fight back. Pedraza trying to topple the belt holder. Just when he needed it most, he came alive.
I don't like Ray squared up on that ropes like that. He squared up to be hit with the uppercut or any roundhouse shot.
We kept talking about Pedraza firing single shots just yet. He finally followed it up with something, a clear uppercut.
As Ray was walking straight in.
Drama here in round number 11 when the champ was seemingly starting to get in control in these championship rounds. He hit the canvas. What a moment for Jose Pedraza. 1 round to go with a title on the line.
Oh, it's you on the apron. Oh, it's you. One of you has to come down. Hey, tienes que noquearlo. Tienes que noquearlo. How we doing? Okay? Deep breath, baby. Listen to me. You gotta throw your right hand uppercut first. Don't let him do it. It's you. How we feeling? Okay? All right, let's scoop right in. Let's go get him, right? You gotta keep those hands up. I like the way you're pushing it, but you're a little lazy with the defense, right? Ray, let's go get him, right? You gotta go all out this one. Be careful. Let's go get him. Let's set him the ball. Let's go.
A left uppercut from Pedraza. And now here they go to determine it all. And in a fight that close to grab a 10-8 round on the scorecards. 12th and final round. Lightweight title on the line. A chance to meet Lomachenko on the line.
3 minutes for Ray Beltran. This is your professional life.
This is it. 37 years old, you climbed the mountain to a title. You became the oldest boxer to win a lightweight title. And could it all go away here in your homecoming?
And for Pedraza, just 20 months ago, he suffered a devastating knockout loss to Gervonta Davis. He didn't expect to be back here at the championship level so soon.
And with an uppercut, too. It's kind of ironic.
We followed it up, just like we said.
Well, what I meant by that is that Pedraza was knocked out with uppercuts. Pedraza's measuring right now. Trying to look for that home. Ray leaning forward as he's coming in. Like I said, Ray always comes through that front door. Never disguising behind feints, not even with a jab. Pedraza set him up for that uppercut, that left uppercut. There he is looking for it.
Does he have the answer after being down in the 11th round?
I don't know if he has the answer, but I don't think that he has his best left hook.
Agreed. Bernardo told us the concern with the left hand a few rounds ago. He's had that hand issue. He won a title with it last time, overcame it. Final minute here. Beltran trying to keep the belt. Pedraza trying to become a lightweight titleist. What a turn we had in that last round.
Yes.
What a turn.
Pedraza just playing straight discipline right now. Playing good defense, keeping his distance. Trying to snipe Ray.
Pedraza has really been tested tonight. It's a Beltran crowd in the championship rounds. He scored the knockdown. This has been a grueling fight.
Yes, it has been. Ray's put the pressure on him all night.
And we've said about Pedraza, when he's under duress, his confidence and his composure fracture. He did not do that tonight.
Final 10 seconds. Pedraza firing headshots. Ray in the corner, absorbing as Pedraza turns it on. What a finish for the upset-seeking challenger. How about it? You want to beat a champion in his hometown? This is how you should finish a fight. Look at Jose Pedraza take it to Ray Beltran in the final 10 seconds of our lightweight world title fight. I want to show you the CompuBox numbers because Pedraza did exactly what he needed to do. You knew what he was going to do with the jabs. That was the bread and butter early on. Overall, outlanding Beltran, the titleist, 160 to 137. Let's go up to the ring to Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, after going the distance, we consult the official scorecard to determine a winner. Judges Hoyle and Giampa turn in identical scorecards of 117 to 110. And Judge Taylor scores it 115 to 112. For the winner, by way of unanimous decision, and the new WBO lightweight champion of the world, de Puerto Rico, Jose Pedraza.
The smattering of Puerto Rican fans in a sea of Mexican Americans with their defeated hero, Ray Beltran. Wave it proud, Jose Pedraza. Well earned, very well earned. That sensational left uppercut in the 11th round and that big finish in the 12th. Bernardo is standing by with Ray.
Ray, once again, Mexico, Puerto Rico delivers. What are your feelings right now after losing the belt?
Well, no, I mean, I don't know what to say right now. And it's just recent, you know. Pedraza fought a really good fight. I think it was a very close fight. But the knockdown, you know, in the last round, you know, I think I gave him the decision. He did a good job.
Pepe told me that the left hand started to bother you in the 9th round. Did it happen earlier, or was that really something that hindered you?
I don't like to make no excuses, you know. He did a good fight.
What happens now with your career?
I don't know. We'll see.
What do you want to say to the fans who came out here to Phoenix? It's been a long time since a world title happened here in Phoenix.
I was going to say thank you for the support, you know. And I'm sorry, you know, I failed today. But thank you very much.
You're a great warrior, Ray Beltran, who loses his belt to Jose Pedraza tonight. They say those are the championship rounds, and you proved it this evening. Walk me through the importance of round 11 when you dropped them and round 12 when you finished with a flurry.
Primero que nada, tengo que agradecerle a Papito Dios, a todo el entrenamiento, a mi esquina, a mi familia, a Tío Pulga. Dios te tenga en la gloria. Gracias a un millón por todo. Gracias a Torran por la oportunidad. Mira, hicimos todo lo que teníamos que hacer dentro de ese ring. Seguimos la estrategia, el pie de la letra. Mi respeto para Beltrán, es un guerrero. Había momentos dados que se complicaba los rounds, pero gracias al enfoque y el seguimiento de la esquina pudimos lograr ganar el round por round.
I want to thank God, said Jose Pedraza. I want to thank Top Rank, and I want to thank my uncle, Tío Pulgas, who passed away, who's in heaven watching over me. And in terms of the fight itself, we followed the game plan. I knew how tough Ray Beltran was going to be. That was no surprise, but I was able to follow my game plan. We planned it out in the corner, and I didn't deviate from that tonight, and that was the key. That 11th round was impressive, so was round number 12. What did you find within yourself to be able to finish that way? ¿Qué encontraste en ti para poder terminar así?
Mira, como te dije anteriormente, el enfoque, gracias al entrenamiento duro, logramos una gran profundidad, logramos controlar la presión que Beltrán pone, logramos controlarla y gracias a eso pues pudimos ganar, pues como te dije, round por round, controlados, enfocados, así que muchas gracias.
I told you before the fight that this fight was all about the focus, and we were able to maintain that focus, and that was the key to victory tonight. We won every round, round by round, just staying focused, staying with the game plan, and that was the key this evening. You knew what was at stake if you won tonight. What does it mean for you to get this win and now have a big fight in December?
Mira, ahora sí se puede hablar del futuro. Primero estábamos enfocados en Beltrán, ahora quiero lograr una unificatoria, lo que no pudimos en las 130 libras. Es una meta que tengo en mis planes y me gustaría pues, unificar con esos grandes campeones, Lomachenko, García, todo campeón que esté disponible.
He said it's no secret now, and I can speak about it because first I had to take care of this great challenge I had in front of me named Ray Beltran. But now it's all about unifying this belt. I accomplished my mission tonight. I'm a new champion, and I want all the big names. I want all the big fights. I want to unify, and be it Lomachenko, be it Beltran, be it Mikey, I want all the big names. Puerto Rico has a new champion. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And let's show you one more time the moment that defined Puerto Rico's new champion.